let's get into this video, guys. We're going to have this talk. So, this is definitely something that you should not do. You should never invest so much of yourself into no good people. How do you know they're no good people? Because you might be investing into somebody and you might think they're a good person, but you're always going to see at the end of the day the truth of the situation. It might come a little bit sooner, it might come right away, and it might come a little bit longer, but once you know that you're investing into a no good person, which is probably a narc that is leeching off of you, that is doing anything they can to get something up out of you, to make their miserable ass life better, because they can't get nothing on their own. Because the more you invest, and I learned this from experience, the more you do for somebody that is not meant to be in your life, the more it's going to piss you off. It's going to do something else to you. It's like you thought you had a good friend, or you thought you had a solid relationship, or you thought this, you thought that. And to see people's true colors, it's honestly, it's nothing more than a blessing. And once you see that, you just got to understand to not invest in those types of people, because they are not going to be in your life. They are not meant to be in your life. They're only there for a purpose. They're only there for a purpose to use you and abuse you and then exit. And they're on to the next person doing the exact same thing. It's not like they're just using you. They're opportunists. They're going to use everybody they come in contact with. It's what they do. That's why it's going to make you so mad whenever it happens. And they live their life doing this. They have a terrible reputation. Terrible. Pretty soon they have to move places and start dating other people or something like this, because everyone knows what they're like around the community. Everyone knows what they're like just in their area. They did some dirty ass things, took advantage of some very good people, and like, not only did I go through this, I know other people who have went through this as well. And it sucks. I feel for every single person who has to go through something like this, because it just does not make you feel too good. And it really affects some people more than others. Like, I hated that it happened to me, but I seen the effect that it had on other people, and it hurt them more than it even hurt me. Like, it didn't necessarily, like, it obviously stings a little bit, but I can get over things very fast, move on, move forward. But to other people, it hits home. It hits other people a little bit harder than me, I think, because I can take a shot. And it just sucks when it happens. And it starts to make you trust a lot less. It starts to make you not treat, it doesn't make you treat everybody bad, but it just makes you start to, like, realize that you can't just be treating everybody just so good. You have to be careful, because if you're just treating everybody like gold, like royalty, then, like, these things are just going to happen and happen and happen. When are you going to learn your lesson? Do they deserve it? Do they even deserve it? What did they do to deserve it? This is about trusting too early. And this is what I did. And even the other people that I know that went through some stuff, is exactly what they did as well. That's why you have to get to know somebody first. Why are you investing into no good people? Why are you investing so much into somebody that you don't even trust or you don't even know? That's the point here. That's where the top comes in. That's where you just have to understand, like, what's actually going on here. You gotta make sure of things. And I have no problem spending money on people, doing things for people. I have no problem doing it, but I ain't gonna do it for just anybody, because I used to do that. I used to do that for people who I thought was actually a friend, who was actually like a brother to me. It sounded like that, it felt like that, but it wasn't like that. So you just know how snaky people are in today's world. And it's not like these things just started happening. These things always existed. These things were always there. It ain't nothing new under the sun, guys. That's why you stop investing into no good people like these narcs. You invest into yourself. You spend quality time on yourself. You do the things you want to do. You read the books you want to read. You walk the walks you want to walk. You talk the talks you want to talk. You go to the gym when you want to go to the gym. You grind. You put it in. You go to work when you want to go to work. You do the things you want to do. And when you got to show up to work at a certain time, you want to do whatever you want to do on your time after that, when you want to do it. And you're not going out of your way for these individuals that you don't even trust. How do you know what they're like? You might think you know, but you don't fully. It takes time. It takes real time. And I suggest, even if you do spend a lot of time around individuals and then you feel like something's not right all of a sudden, it's almost 99.9% true that something probably is not right. And that's when you got to take a step back and stop doing these favors, and then you're going to start to see the true colors of other people whenever you stop doing the favors. You stop taking people on free drives. You stop buying people things through the drive-thrus. You stop doing the nice things that you were doing for people out of the kindness of your heart. And they didn't even appreciate it. It's just like nothing to them. There's so many things that I did in the past that I just wish I didn't do for certain individuals. I don't regret being a good person. I just regret, and it's not like I sit here and think about these things. It's just another topic. It's just another video. It's just more information. It's more knowledge for you guys, so you guys don't make the mistakes that I make. That's it. I do wish I could take back a lot of things that I gave certain individuals, like a lot of people, not just a couple, like a lot of people, guys. I'd probably have extra thousands of dollars, more than that, out of what I invested in certain people that I thought were like brothers. If we were still brothers to this day, it would be nothing, because I didn't do it without wanting something in return. But it's how you get backstabbed afterwards. It's how they treat you when it's all said and done after what you did for them, and they turn on you like that. That's where it becomes a problem. It was never a problem for me to do something without you even asking, because I just did it. But it becomes a problem whenever you cross a line and do something arrogant, ignorant like that. That's when it becomes a problem. That's why I'm making this video. You do not invest into these no good people, because they are no good. You are going to laugh at what those types of individuals become as human beings. Absolute mutts. Absolute mutts. And you didn't see them like that at one point in time, but they took that path. They took that road of a mutt. And they just meant nothing. They meant nothing to you. They were just there for the benefits. They couldn't pull their own shit together. They couldn't go through the hardships of life because they were desperate. They wanted to keep living this glamorous life. Whenever they're honestly broke, they're doing everything they can on a day-to-day basis to try and have as much fun as possible to avoid what real life really is. And they fell short. Of course they did. Because you have to work. You have to put in that work. You have to grind. You have to do the things you got to do in this life to make anything for yourself. And it's all these moochers. It's all these people that just want to have a party every fucking day that end up like that. And they're just mooching off everybody else, trying to get whatever they can get, so they can avoid real life. But as long as you know for a fact you got some real brothers in your life, you got some real folks in your life, you shouldn't have a problem doing something for those people. You shouldn't, because I don't have a problem doing that. I just hate whenever, it's not gonna be a true friend. You guys don't even got each other's backs the way you think. Why would I invest into this nobody of a person? I don't even know this person. You know what I mean? And you don't have to be blood to be family, because these individuals can be like family to you. Family to me is not blood. Family is family. Family is what you create with other human beings that are a lot like you, that see the world how you see it, and things like this. I have no problem doing things for people that are close and stay close. You could literally drift off. Someone could move somewhere else and you still stay in touch. That's okay. It's all about the backstabbing. It's all about the turning on you in the most evilest, cruelest ways possible. That's where it crosses the line. Like, I had a great friend ever since I was, how old? Probably 11 or 12 years old. And this fella is a couple years older than me. And we spent a lot of time together. We hung out a lot. Even in the last couple of years, we hung out quite a bit. And this fella had a kid with his girl, and he got very busy ever since then, and got even busier with work, obviously, because he has to do more and he has to provide for his family and stuff like this. I never seen this guy in over a year, I believe, right now. I think the last time I seen him was like right before quarantine in 2020, or right like at that exact moment of quarantine in 2020, like probably near the end of February, start of March. So it's like a little over a year that I last seen him, and we're still in touch. We're still on good terms. We're still loyal to each other, and we know nothing is wrong, nothing is fixed, everything is completely fine. We actually planned to hang out like 3 weeks ago, and it fell through because we were both busy on that day, and this guy got busier right after we were supposed to hang out because he had to start fishing and doing these things like that, and he'll be done with that in July, so we could probably hang out then. It's like, and it's completely fine. At the end of the day, it's all about those backstabbing individuals that it's not okay with, because you know what happened with those people. With this situation, and this is just an example, because I have a few other people like that as well. We don't see each other all the time. Like I literally have friends around the same age as me, maybe a couple of years younger, that go to the same gym. I might not see one of those people for like half a year or a little more, and then all of a sudden I see them at the gym, and it's like we never skipped a beat. It's those people you trust. I just had a lot of individuals in the past, guys, that it's sad to see what it really was. It's very sad. But you know, like, and honestly, like, it was part of my fault too for even being in those situations, because I shouldn't have got myself to being in those situations in the first place. But it happened because you didn't see through it because you were young. That's why you learn, you grow, you evolve as a person. You see the truth, you get in with the right people, you discard the wrong people, you don't let them back in your life because they're little weasels. And they're little haters as well. And that's another big problem with those people. They're also haters. Very jealous, very envious. Which is why they have no problem backstabbing you. This is when a lot of the backstabbing came, guys. Is whenever these individuals got jealous because of what I'm doing. Because of what I'm making for myself, because of what I'm working towards and what they're not doing. So, things happen. Do not invest into those no good people. Don't think everybody's your friend, because everybody is not your friend either. Not everybody is your friend. That's why if I don't know you, I'm not really cool with you. I'm not your enemy either. We don't hate each other. It's just we nothing each other. It is what it is. I don't know you. You don't know me. That's the way it is. We can get to know each other. We can. There's a lot of people I met even at the gym that I go to right now. New members, everything else, that I don't kick it off all the time with people right away. I might have to get used to somebody first and have an actual conversation. But once you have that, the barrier has been broke. Now you can get a little bit more comfortable around each other, but I just don't like to have a lot of people in my life either, and I think that's why it's like that. I'm not easy to let people in my life. But once I can get a read on you, we can feel each other's intentions, we know who each other is, we get more comfortable around each other, we can start to, have a little bit more conversations. They'll extend a little bit longer, we'll know each other a little bit more, and we can continue on. So, you just got to be careful, guys, when you're dealing with people in today's world, because there's our users and abusers out there, and there's also good people. You just have to know the difference. That's all it is. So I'm going to cut this video off now. I hope you guys enjoyed this topic. I'm going to grab a meal now, and done for the rest of this evening. This video will probably be posted tomorrow during the day. So until next time, though, guys, I hope you guys have a great rest of this day, because it will be the day when I post this. And I'll be back tomorrow with some more videos. Peace out, guys.